All right. Hey, everybody. Matt Wagner here with my boy, Frank Klesitz, Vyral
Hi.
Marketing,
Hey,
amazing
Frank.
partner.
Hey,
I
Matt.
love to say I knew Frank when he had 3 people, me
Yeah,
included.
you did.
So, and
Yeah.
look at how you've grown a machine. Frank's been a great, great partner in being able to leverage video and be able to market videos that we create for a lot of our clients. It's a great, great compliment. And one of those examples is with us today, Brad Korb.
Hey,
Happy,
Matt.
happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We got to remember what day it is.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So I picked on Brad. What's interesting is that LA is such a massive market, and Brad is not on TV. And you would think, well, if I use like the Barbara Corcoran endorsement, for example, I need to spend tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars on TV, and that's not true. And I know that sounds weird, but there's a number of ways that Brad utilizes it very intelligently that I really wanted to share, because I think when people understand these elements, it adds a whole nother layer of effectiveness. And also, you did an intelligent thing when we recently worked with Ryan Serhant, I thought was also worth sharing, and you use Vyral to do it, because I think utilizing Vyral with our endorsements is a very underutilized element, and that's where I want to share that also. So Brad, I'll let you share some of the things that you do, and then we'll kind of roll from there. This is kind of organic. None of us had a script, none of us had a playbook, but I do know certain things you do, Brad, and I'd love to highlight those, and you might surprise us with a few more things that we didn't even plan.
Well, I just want to talk about Barbara. We first talked about doing Barbara Corcoran many moons ago. We checked into doing it on Shark Tank on the network, I think ABC network, and it was $25,000 for a 30-second commercial. So I said, Matt, I really don't think that I would be spending $25,000 for a 30-second commercial. So I got the idea, and I've been, telling Matt about it, but I figured I'd just do a quick visual, and you can all, use it however you want to use it. But, when I go in my listing presentations, I've got Barbara, loaded up on my laptop. So, and I show people, have you ever heard of Barbara Corcoran? And sometimes they have not, but I said, have you heard of Shark Tank? They said, yeah, I've heard of Shark Tank. So I said, oh, okay. Well, I just want to show you something. I said, okay, see, this is Barbara Corcoran's website. You see, barbaracorcoran.com, not me, Barbara Corcoran. And then I click on the top agent button. I said, see that? I just clicked on the top agent button. And then I said, okay. And then I click on California and Los Angeles County. I said, find me a broker. And I said, look, there's my ad with Barbara. And then I just click on it to load it up. And then I went back, my finger got fat. So anyway, I click on it, and then basically it starts playing the commercial. So anyway, then I'm just playing the 30-second commercial for them. I said, see, there's Barbara, and she's talking about me. And then basically I said, and then after it goes, I said, look, and there's myself and my daughter, who's been working with me for over 10 years, and that's us with Barbara. So I let the commercial play. I use Barbara mostly, as I said, on my listing presentation. So
Cool.
Now, how else have you utilized this, Brad?
Basically, I use it on my website, and then now and then when we're talking with clients and stuff like that, we use it out there. So it's a great opportunity.
How have you used Vyral to do that? Because I know I've also seen the emails that go out.
Yeah, I use Frank's amazing. I've been working with Frank for a very long time.
Yeah, years.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Years back from Star Power days, back in the days. I don't even know, way back in, I don't even know. Frank would probably know better than me. Could look up on his charts and stuff.
Probably 9 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say
9
10 years. Yeah, so long time. So basically, Frank does amazing things with my videos on a monthly basis. We brainstorm with him. I brainstorm with his team. How can we use Barbara and put it out there? How can we work with, the marketing on a monthly basis? What's going on in the community? What can we talk about with the, interest rates going up? What's going on? And then we just, we share it. And Frank's got an amazing team to help me push it out to, I think I've got over 40,000 people in my database that we're out pushing information on a monthly basis.
Yeah, here's some of the videos. So I think there's been times where we sent the commercial out to the list saying, I'm
Yeah.
here to help sell your house.
Yeah.
We can even edit into the video that you're endorsed by Barbara at the very beginning of the video.
Mm-hmm.
So that works. But it just really helps, like when someone hears you on radio and someone hears you on television, and then they go check you out, like, oh, this is the person. He
Yeah.
looks legit. He or she looks legit. You know. So there you go.
Very cool. So now tell a little more. You also had Ryan Serhant. We did a speaking gig with him to
Yeah.
as a deal. How did you leverage that, and then also how did you use Vyral to do that?
Just basically, we had Frank, broadcast it out to everyone. That's why I use Frank for. Just say, hey, I want to send it to my database, and I want to send it to a bunch of agents. So we had two different marketing pieces, one that went out to the agents, and then one that went out to all my clients in my database to invite them to the webinar. So Frank did an amazing job. I just don't think about it. I just reach out to Frank and say, Frank, take care of me. And
I think the biggest thing is like what's nice is you come up with a message and you talk to us about a message. And whether it's a video or not, we can kind of write that message down and put it into an email, proof it, load up the list, send it. And just having someone that you can kind of call ad hoc on demand that can focus on that get that done is very nice, isn't it, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's my shoulder to lean on and talk to. He's my sounding board. So
yeah, the key is just somebody that you can trust that can own your email marketing by sending out some relevant communications, ideally with a video in there. It doesn't have to be. And then also taking that communication and maybe posting on Facebook and like putting some ads and putting some money into it. We'll see it, or putting it up on your blog. You just need somebody that knows what they're doing that's going to focus on that. That's not like the cost of a full-time marketing hire, because that's just overkill, right?
Right.
But you also just can't give it to your staff like your daughter Courtney when she's busy with a gazillion things.
You're right.
You just can't like ad hoc throw that on somebody. And Vyral's there to kind of fill that gap.
That's cool. So how effective would you say, just by doing that one exercise, Brad, what impact have you seen that make as far as when you look at the last year? Do you feel like that exercise closed deals or made a difference in deals?
I believe so. Once you do the videos, people become more comfortable working for you and your organization because they feel more like they know you. An email out there, it doesn't have the same impact of doing the video and reaching out to people. We do the videos. I've brought in mortgage people. We've talked about that. I've done home inspections, termite, insurance people, title people. So they get an idea of who I work with in the market, and they actually get to watch me talking to individuals and talking to them. So they have a stronger comfort level of me just compared to just an email or talking to someone over the phone by doing the video.
Yeah.
So now you're educated. Now they're ready. You talk to them.
Right.
Now, when you show that exercise, you showed the video in the presentation. Do you look back like the way you use Barbara that way? Do you feel like that helped close deals? That made a difference?
Yeah. It just makes people feel more comfortable with you. The more that people feel more comfortable with you and more at ease with you, a higher level of trust, the more they're gonna let you take care of their needs and take care of them.
Excellent. If you look back at now 9 years of doing video marketing like that, education, what would you say has been one of the best lessons you've learned as far as how you do things differently now than maybe you did your first couple of years?
I did consistency in the very beginning. I think Frank kind of prod me. Come on, let's do something. Let's do something. Just to be more comfortable, shooting the videos. At first, it was just the fear of doing it, and you're messing up and doing it over again, and just not doing it enough and being consistent. So just do it. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna flub it. Just they can do editing. They can
It's someone there like calling you, Brad, saying you're busy, but that's good. Yeah. I want to make sure that you stay busy. So you have to keep digging the well before you're thirsty.
Yep.
So I know you're busy, but like find 30 minutes because you won't be busy if you don't do this in the future. Because what you do now is like, what's going to bring it in 90 days from now. So let's get some stuff out. So we keep
Exactly.
the pipeline going. And I think a lot of our time is doing that, Matt, is just, especially now people are so busy. It's just a friendly reminder, understanding that could stop and making sure you keep the marketing going. And you have someone there kind of proactively hassling you to make sure that it gets done.
Exactly.
That's a good USP, isn't it? I proactively hassle you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
I
So
nicely harass you so that you do your video so we can make
Yeah.
you more money.
Yeah.
So Brad, is there anything else that you would say that you've done to leverage out? Because I know with your endorsements, I know you do a newsletter. I know you also have, obviously the videos. Anything else you do in in a very highly competitive market like LA
Very highly competitive.
has moved the needle? Because obviously you're growing, you're consistently growing.
Right. I would just, I have my newspaper that's been going on for years, so that's my steady. But as we branch out further and further, I think the nice thing about doing the videos and doing the reposting with the Facebook and the marketing, it gets you out there a little bit further than you would normally have the reach. So I would just say the best thing to do is do your videos, post them out to your clients, and then boost them out, put them on Facebook and boost them out there.
And look, Matt, I gotta say is like people actually watch this stuff. I mean, it's like crazy. Like you think, oh, no one's gonna watch a commercial. It's a commercial,
Right.
but they do, right? Clearly, or no one's gonna care. Like if you have this endorsement, they do. They clearly do. Or no one's gonna watch my videos on Facebook or click the links to watch my, my stupid little videos I sent out, and they do. And that's because like you're not the market. You're the expert. And I think a lot of times for when you buy television or you buy an endorsement or you buy a radio ad or you do what we do, you're just like, man, I just don't feel like that's going to do anything because I'm not going to respond to that. But the reality is when someone's in pain, when someone has a need, which you don't have, they do respond to those things. And we've seen that. And you have that proof, Matt, and I have the proof of the Vyral. That's one of the big things to overcome. That the people do really want to hear it and see it.
I think the big thing that I appreciate you guys do is meaningful headlines, because I think
Yeah.
I whenever I see like market update, I go right past it.
Yeah.
But when you see a good gripping headline, that's what gets my attention.
We just we go over headline formulas with the team to like really get the headlines right. And we actually subscribe to services that like basically it's like artificial intelligence that writes the headline. So we pay for like these artificial intelligent headline writers and subject line writers.
Wow.
That our writers use. Yeah. Is that kind of cool?
Yeah.
So that's something I invested in, and it helps us kind of, because the headline's hard. Like the article, come on, I think about it. Like the article's not hard, the content's not hard. But like, God, what do I title the blog post? What do I title the YouTube video? What do I put at the top of the email? And that actually requires like thought, and sometimes during the day you don't have any room for that. But now they have a lot of software that will help do that with you. So
Brad, this last year, you normally are always one of the, and I think Frank was one of my first people that ever come to a mastermind. And I think you've been faithful ever since, from the time we had like 50 people to now like, a couple hundred on there. And Brad, you have too. But this last year, obviously, our last one was in LA, believe it or not, when we were there. And we had to do a Zoom fest this last year. And it was kind of fun. We had a lot of different people, doing quality Zoom content, especially with Google, the last couple ones we've done. Can you describe the impact that's had and the relationship between video and Google and how that's helped you?
We just keep on moving the needle forward, and now the big push is with Google. And Matt, thank you again for being fantastic and helping to bring in Google expert, I think Joseph Lee, to speak with the group the last couple of times with your private clients and helping us to push the needle with Google. So I appreciate it very much, Matt. You're out there, leading the charge with us, so out in the forefront. So, I appreciate it. Everyone out that's, part of RATE, we all appreciate you and how you work with us to help us be in the front and charging forward. So amazing job, Matt. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. And again, we appreciate partners like Joseph, Frank, obviously it's no one gets the top alone. And when you've got good support partners with
Yep.
you, it all kind of blends together and works together. And that's where it's been fun watching that element of it too,
Yeah.
because then
Right.
you kind of hit people from different angles, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my job to take those endorsements and the radio shows and everything else and see how we can stay within licensing guidelines and hit it on the blog and the website and getting it out on social media and to the database.
Yeah. And it all works together, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Thank
That's
you.
anything else? And I'm good. Anything else you want to add to that?
Just, listen to Matt and listen to Frank and go get them. And let's all have an amazing year. It's going to be phenomenal.
The big takeaway is that you can still do radio affordably in a major market. TV
Absolutely.
affordably in a major market, which is
Well,
the takeaway of somebody in a market like Los Angeles, like the second largest market or somewhere in there. It's
Yeah,
two
I
or
think
third
it's
largest market.
number 2. New York's number 1 and we're number 2. So
Yeah. So to pull the trigger on something like that and it works well for you and you can do it profitably speaks volumes.
well, I think what's interesting is what started as a TV endorsement 7 years ago has really morphed into a digital play,
yeah,
as well as a number of other aspects that can utilize video. Video is so critical today, and there's so many different ways to use good video, and having a good, well-produced video. Now we do digital videos, pre-list videos, recruiting videos. There's a lot of other methods we can do that we've been embraced. So I think you guys obviously got that from day one, Frank. So that's
It's in 2009.
right? So awesome. 10 years, baby. Woo! To 11, 12. Wow.
Years.
That's really cool. Well, excellent. Well, that's really all I got. We can keep it short and sweet.
Okay,
Because oftentimes if you remember even one or two things, that's valuable. So
perfect.
that's good stuff. So
Thanks,
Fine.
everybody.
appreciate you guys, and I look forward to getting this, and we'll share it. So
Perfect. My pleasure,
thanks for
Matt.
taking the
Have an
time,
amazing
Brad.
afternoon.